I'm sitting in my bedroom in the middle of a game of CSGO. The map is Dust 2, and I'm finally on the counter-terrorist side. This means I'm gonna get to bounce a flashbang off the wall during pistol round, kill 2 or 3 of the terrorists, and get that sweet dopamine rush I've been waiting for all damn game. Counter-terrorists win. But off to the right of my screen is my alarm clock, 8:44 p.m. I procrastinated going to the gym all day, and it closes at 10 p.m. You know the feeling. Luckily, the gym was in my building, and I didn't have that far to go. But honestly, the distance wasn't the problem. It was one, that I was still sore from the first 3 days of my 30-day challenge that I was using to get the gym back on track. 2, that I was just too lazy to get into my gym clothes. And 3, that there was at least another 30 minutes in this CSGO game. In other words, there was a list of reasons why I should just skip the gym today and go tomorrow. After all, I could just restart the 30-day challenge tomorrow, just like I did 3 days ago where I skipped a day there too. Now, what I did have going for me was that part of my recent self-help stint, I had been seriously studying what discipline actually was. But anyway, the CT pistol round abruptly started. I didn't move from spawn. I was deep in thought about what I had recently just learned about discipline. Whereas willpower was the ability to resist, discipline was the power to persist. It was in that moment, standing in CT spawn on Dust 2, that I sprung out of my chair and got my shoes on. I rushed down to the gym, I got under the bar, and started pressing. I had persisted on my 30-day challenge, and then that same challenge turned into a full-fledged lifestyle. This is the power of discipline. As I mentioned, discipline is the power of persistence. But very importantly, here's something else that you really need to understand about what discipline actually means. Discipline does not mean doing something that others find challenging, or doing something physically demanding, or never allowing yourself to just relax and enjoy life. What discipline does mean is something very, very specific. It means doing something after the mood to do it has left you. After the mood to do it has left you. This means that if you're motivated to do something, for example, you do not need to use discipline to accomplish it. See, in my CSGO story, I didn't want to go to the gym at all. Therefore, I had to use discipline. But in order to get there, I needed the awareness of what discipline actually was. And that's exactly what this video is here to do for you. To bring your attention and your awareness to the fact that discipline is simple, but not easy. I do have some very good news for you though. Discipline is just like a muscle. Now, I've already gone over about how the same is true for willpower. So if you haven't checked that video out yet, check it out right here. But anyway, when you start using discipline, you'll find that you can only really lift those little pink dumbbells in the corner of the hotel gym that are designed for little girls. And that's okay. Don't stress. With regular training, you're going to be able to lift bigger and heavier things. As you persist in your habits and your routines, using discipline will get easier. Now, to really get discipline rolling, you need 2 things. The first you already have covered, which is awareness of what discipline is, which again is doing something once the mood to do it has left you. This is something that is very personal to you specifically. But the second thing that you need to keep your discipline growing and getting stronger and stronger is a regular discipline improvement action plan. The same way as you need a workout routine, this is absolutely crucial. And that's what I'm going to give you right now as an action item. As your action item, I want you to reflect on something that you know you probably should be doing, but usually don't. Some examples of what this could be are cleaning your room, taking out the garbage, stretching around your exercise time, brushing your teeth, making your bed, training your abs, defining a wake and bedtime. Whatever it is, remember it has to be something that you don't particularly want to do. Now you're going to target that thing and do it daily. See, now part of your routine is a mechanism that's going to build your discipline over time. Remember though, that soon enough, as your discipline muscle gets stronger and stronger in that particular area, you're not going to mind doing the thing anymore. It's going to become habit. It's going to become routine. At this point, you need to be honest with yourself about that and find a new target. This allows you to repeat the process and keep strengthening the discipline muscle. You need to remember that discipline is a lifestyle, not a short-term fad. Now, if you're like me, maybe the persisting side of the equation is not where you struggle the most. Maybe for you, it's the resisting side of the equation. For example, not falling into really bad habits. Well, that doesn't come down to the discipline muscle. That actually comes down to the willpower muscle that I spoke about earlier. You need to learn how to fight what I call the snake. In about 10 seconds, I'm going to put a video up on your screen that explains everything that you need to know about willpower and the snake. So stay tuned for that. Now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Spencer with Must Become. Always remember that your potential is your obligation. And so what you can become, you must become.